Hi Aries, welcome to my channel, Moon Jasper Gem. Hope everybody's doing well today. So I'm going to be doing a general and love reading. We'll see what comes out for you for March 2020 and April 2020. However, I always do my readings timeless most of the time. And so that means that whenever you might feel drawn to watching my reading, there could be a message here for you. So I'm going to ask messages from the love and light of energies that are all around us and loved ones, guides, angels, anything of love and light only, to please bring us forth some messages for the sign of Aries, the zodiac sign of Aries, the collective, and anything that they should hear or that we could bring to their attention, or possibly even something that's going to be confirmed for you. So here we go. I'm going to start to shuffle. Let's see. Energies, angels, guides, Holy Spirit of love and light. Share us some information and some messages and energies for the beautiful zodiac sign of Aries. I might say we or us because I tune into your energy. Okay, so we're going to ask first for the common energy for the majority, for the collective. Here we go. Okay, so the King of Cups came out. Beautiful king. He represents all about the emotions and how somebody feels inside, not always expressing themselves, because sometimes he's quiet and how he portrays himself and how he really feels. He holds it in a lot. He's definitely a very kind, loving, and generous king. Could be a queen too, energy, but it's someone who doesn't bear their um, heart on their sleeve, but they really are filled with love and compassion, and they just really want to share it with somebody, the right person. So this is a really beautiful energy. This could stand for a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer, or just somebody having that energy. But he is always willing to share his cup. He's a great mentor. He's somebody that's compassionate and loving, and he's definitely a good friend. He would be a good match when it comes to a love relationship. But we have to see what energies he's coming with, whether it is a real water sign or whether it's just the energy that you guys are in right now. This could be significant for you. What else do I want to say about him? He explores his emotions deep, very, very deep inside of him. There's times that they can express themselves, and other times they just keep it all within. So this is possibly you guys exploring your emotions. Um, Maybe you guys are usually lighthearted on things, and maybe you could express yourself sometimes maybe a little bluntly, but maybe this is saying express yourself with love and kindness and compassion and let your emotions surface, because it's maybe somebody's willing to share that with you, or maybe you're willing to share that with somebody else, but it's okay to do that because it's genuine. So here we have the Eight of Swords on the bottom, and the swords are represented by Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, all the air signs. The Eight of Swords is a person that feels trapped. Maybe they're feeling trapped in their emotions because they're not expressing themselves and they want to. Um, Judgment, they don't want to be judged. Everybody gets judged at one time or another, our final days. So what you put in, you get back. I always say to be loving, kind. You can't get things by being dictators or controlling the situation or trying to be more powerful, but to do it with love and compassion. Feeling trapped within your thoughts and your ideas, but you're definitely a go-getter normally on your best energies when you're working on your highest level. You're a go-getter, you're passionate, you start the fire and things and you get things going. Normally, if you do this and you move ahead on something that you love and desire, you want other people on board. And the best way to do that is with love and excitement and getting people on board because they really want to be there And because when you show them the way, they want to jump on board because they think your ideas are really great. And if sometimes people don't agree with you, it's okay that, they don't have to be on board. That, yeah, sometimes you have to just let those people stay to the side because when they see all the beautiful things that you're really doing, they're going to want to come on naturally. But you aren't trapped. This person could easily get out of their situation if they wanted to. And if as long as you're expressing yourself with kindness and being truth of everything that you feel, then people will listen to you. Okay, so let's see what's the energy over this. King, the Five of Staves. So this could be like competition, not afraid to have a debate, not afraid to express how you feel emotionally, letting that all come out. Maybe being afraid that you might be judged or not judging others. But this could be like a light competition, but if it gets out of hand, it could easily become a heavy competition. It could be like, oh, I'm better than you, you're better than me. Maybe there's people in your energy that are competing. There's somebody in your environment that you want a water sign or even a fire sign, which is you. So that would be the Aries, Sagittarius, and a Leo. They have a lot of fire and passion in them, and they see things where there's other people can't see growth, and that's what makes them wonderful. Because when it comes to the fire, when you look at things in extreme, they could either really it could warm you or it could destroy you. So you have to be careful in how you step forward and letting people also come into your life when they step into your life, that they don't take, try to get one up on you or pretend like they're better than you because everybody's equal and everybody's important. And with all of your knowledge or someone else's knowledge, open yourself up to receive that knowledge. And it's ultimately your decision to make your final call, but also opening up to others and being willing to help because you have a lot of information and experiences that you've been through. And it's nice to share that with others because when you could share something or learn something from someone other than having to do it on your own for 20 years or longer, you could take that into consideration because they're giving you a little boost on, having a little bit more wise experience behind your belt, even if you haven't gone through it. It's more like saying, I'll be aware of that as I move forward. And on the bottom, you have the sun, which is the happiest card in the deck. It's being illuminated, enlightened. It's being childlike. It's being having fun. It's, just being with people that you could really be yourself with. Because when you have the five of staves or the wands, that's competition. So maybe some of you are finding that you're in some sort of competition in some of your relationships or one specific person that you really like. But I say be yourself, be light, friendly, airy. Go out and get it if you want it. Or sometimes you could sit back and, take it all in and say, was this what I want? If you're going to fight for it. Because this is fighting for something too, these ones. Fighting for what you believe in. Fighting for truth and justice, actually, because the justice came out. So you could see these cards could mean a lot of different things. Because you still have the Eight of Swords here. So it's breaking through, breaking yourself free to be illuminated and enlightened and to be playful and lighthearted. Not to feel like you're struggling, not to feel like you have to fight everything, all of your ideas, to fight for all these things, and it becomes exhausting after a while. So it's saying, step back for a minute, release yourself, okay? So you can be illuminated and see it from the outside, looking in. Pick and choose your battles and do it with love and compassion. So this could also stand for a Leo. Could be a Leo. Okay, so what's in the root of this for you guys? Women, men, whoever's watching today. Okay, we have a couple that came out, a lot actually in the root. So first we have the Ace of Staffs, which is represented by you. Okay, all the fire. This is, like I said before, this is a gift from above. It comes down and hands it to you. Maybe at first you don't see it, but maybe then you do. And if you take this one and you come up with this beautiful plan and idea, you may be alone doing it because not everybody's going to follow you on board. And the only way to truly get them to follow you is to go ahead and do it with love and compassion and excitement And when people see that, they're going to naturally want to go on board. 1 second, my dog wants to go out. Sorry. Okay. So the second card, you have, oh my goodness, look at all these aces. You have another ace from above. This is a cup of love being offered to you. And so far I see all this, well, mostly all the signs except for the pentacles right now. Because I do see coming up next is the Queen of Swords. So this is, oh no, this is the Nine of Cups. I'm sorry. The Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment. I thought it was the Ace of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment. It's stating when I put my fire and my passion into something, it's going to be fulfilling emotionally for me. Emotionally, the King, emotionally. It's all about the heart and how it makes you feel. The fire and the passion that's in you. Willing to fight, some of you are willing to fight for what you believe in. And if it's for a good cause, I recommend it. So having this also represents more water. So it's possible you could be dealing with fire and water here, because you could be the fire and the water. And then here we have the Queen of Swords, because now maybe she's saying, I'm not going to fight anymore, or he, I'm not going to fight anymore. Just give me the information, give me the facts, because I know what I want for my wish fulfillment. I'm moving forward, and I have options. Seven of Cups, having options. Maybe not all of those options are possible, especially all at once. It could be overwhelming. So if you're going to fight for something that's emotionally and passionately fulfilling for you, take one cup at a time. Try it out. See how it fits for you. But this queen, has to do with her mind. And the only way to get to this person's heart is through their head. So you have to convince them. You have to prove it. Their actions have to match their words, whether this is you or someone else. So this is in the root of a lot of these messages that are coming out for you. And it's stating, bring forth this information that I need. Get more information. She could also be cutting. She could also be blunt. Okay. And I know that Aries could do that as well. Maybe sometimes you might have to think before you blurt something out. Fire and air can do that. Not that everybody can't, everybody can, but they're honest and they're blunt. And actually, that's a good friend to have. Somebody's going to tell you the truth and not, cushion it. But sometimes it's okay to cushion it and still get your point across, because people will come on board more because they'll feel the love and not the sternness or the strictness or, you know, um, just any kind of struggle, just when you put your heart out, like the king of, over here, the King of Cups. He struggles. He wants to put his heart out there, but he's got so much love inside of him. He just needs to bring it out. Bring it out. Maybe afraid to not be accepted or um, the competition. Maybe don't. But unlike you guys, you know, he'll fight, but eventually he won't. He'll say, "Well, that doesn't satisfy me." But for you, you're gonna fight. You're gonna fight for what you believe in. Here on the bottom, we have the Ten of Staves. The Ten of Staves is feeling backstabbed. No, let me just wait. Let me just think about this. The Ten of Staves is feeling like you're carrying a burden. You have a lot on your plate, but you guys can usually deal with it, because you're not, you don't just do one thing all the time. There's a lot of things that you guys can do at once. You could multitask. You have a lot of passions going on at one time. It's just knowing that you could do it all on your own, but you don't have to. And maybe that's why sometimes you guys want to get things on other people on board to give you a hand. But knowing that the only way it's really going to get done the best is if you do it on your own. And you can only do that for so long. Because once you put down some of those burdens that you've been carrying, whether it's people, places, and things, you're going to be illuminated. Maybe you already have and you're working on that. So what's moving to your past here? So we have the Tower, which I'm glad it's moving to the past for you. The Tower could be a Scorpio or an Aries. You could be destructive, but it's something that comes into everybody's life at one time or another, and it's exactly um, the type of thing that you may either see the red flags coming or you don't, or you were avoiding it, but either way, it gets louder and louder. It's a complete breakdown of what you thought, what you felt, whether it was about your ideas, your passions, other people, a relationship, a job, whatever it wasn't stable. You were working on something that wasn't very stable. The Six of Wands and the Six of Staves is really nice. You know why? Because this is a victory card. It's a victory over a tower moment. It's a victory over a tower moment. And that's beautiful to put that to the past because you've come a long way. Something completely rocked your world, and you said, you know what? No more. If I'm going to compete, I'm going to compete for something that's worth it. And you're going to start a new fiery passion endeavor. It's a wish fulfillment, and you're not going to give up. You're going to stand your ground to do it, and you're weighing out all of your options. The Seven of Staves on the bottom here, and you still have the 10, is having the upper hand. It's also being a little possibly defensive and fighting for a cause that you believe in. And like I said before, if you're going to fight for a cause, make sure it's a good one. It's a good one that's going to help you evolve, not just physically, but spiritually as well, and helping others along the way, pulling them up, up. So this way, because you have the ability to do that. You're optimistic, you're enthusiastic, and you're a go getter. And I think that's really nice. So when I think about this, I think about how you've worked really hard. You're not going to give up your position. It's exhausting at times, but at the same time, you could always find a new growth there, a growth where others don't always see it. Because a lot of times, when you look at this card in other decks, it shows someone that's standing in the desert alone and just having a vision of this beautiful thing, this growth that they found. Because you'd think, oh, nothing. People are saying that's not going to do well, that's not going to grow. But because your vision is so beautiful and creative, you know that there's a strong possible chance that it will grow. Because the Ace of Staves says, it may look barren, but I see the whole picture in my head, and I'm going to follow through with or without anyone, because there's little beautiful twigs and growth coming out of there. So you saw that vision. Really nice. What's in the air for you guys here? The happiest card in the deck, the Sun, saying, I know what brings me joy. I know what brings me happy. I know what I'm going to fight for. I know where I'm going to go, with who and with and not with others. It's really nice. On the bottom here, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is focusing very, very hard on your craft, on your talents, on your abilities. But while doing so, knowing you're not going to do things, taking precaution on not doing things that are unstable, but having a victory in it, and accolades and achievements that you've already done. You should acknowledge that in all that you do, because if you don't give up on anything, that's just not like you. We look up to you. Other signs look up to you because you have the will and the way to do it, and it makes other people want to learn from you. But the Eight of Pentacles is focused and knowing that all the time and effort that you put into something, you are going to see that return. It's worth it. It's worth your time and energy to do things that make a difference, whether it's for you, for a love relationship, a job, anything that you find that's loving and passionate. The Eight of Pentacles is a person that usually is so focused, and it also brings stability because the coins represent stability. So when this comes to a relationship, coins are good because it's built over time. Because you may put a lot of hard work into things, people, places, and things now, and relationships, but over time, you know that you're going to build something solid and stable. Also, being well off financially, because sometimes we can't do it overnight. We have to work hard slowly to get there, and then take each step, one step at a time. Move forward with enthusiasm as you always do. Don't let people, places, and things determine you. A little competition isn't bad, and you're great at it. You get your resources. and your information, and when you're ready to go on a debate or something, you'll be prepared. It's really good. So, what is your advice here? So, we have the Three of Cups. This is a beautiful celebration card. Family, with friends, with things, people, places, and things that you love, and things that you love to enjoy, and it's emotionally fulfilling. You have the Strength card on the bottom, which again is a Leo possibly, but it's what I said before, is to take your time, and you have to sometimes, some of you have to calm your emotions inside because of the King of Cups here. You have to, maybe some of you are feeling very angry inside and you just want to let it out and you don't know how. Well, the secret is do something passionate. Pick up a hobby. Hang out with people that you can have fun with and be lighthearted like the sun here being illuminated. But the Three of Cups is a celebration. It's saying celebrate all that you've done already and continue to do so. People look at you as a role model and they love that you have that fire in you and that passion to make something come to life where other people couldn't see it, and that's beautiful. The Three of Cups, when it comes to a relationship, this could be a third party involved. So maybe you're saying, I'm going to weigh my options. Maybe you guys are saying, I want to, date people to see what's going to be the right one for me. But you know that you want that person to be filled with love and emotion and passion and are truthful because of the Queen of Swords. But the Three of Cups is very, very nice to have. It's definitely time to go out there and celebrate. Having the strength to move forward, not rushing, knowing that time and effort over time, you're going to see all of your abundance come to life. You still have the Eight of Pentacles. So, what's the possible outcome for you guys? Beautiful Aries. See, we got two. So, the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So, the Eight of Cups represents someone that wasn't feeling emotionally fulfilled. They had pretty much almost everything because when it comes to the cups, there's eight here, and then you only needed two more for everything to be perfect. So some of you may be leaving things behind that you feel are no longer growing or passionate or emotional for you that helps to make you feel grounded in all areas in a relationship or a job or anything that you're thinking of. But you could come back, or this is racing off to say, I'm gonna go find what I'm missing. What's gonna emotionally fulfill me? And you've built up a lot already, so you're thinking, should I leave it all behind? Or should I just leave, keep working on these things and still go and search for the two things to complete what's gonna make you emotionally fulfilled and bring that passion, keep that passion in your life. And this is the Knight of Cups. This could be a Pisces, also Cancer or Scorpio, but it's somebody that's bringing a love message into you, and it's dating. I offer this cup to you. It might not be a lot, but it's a beginning. It's a beginning of a beautiful emotional thing. This could also be an apology if you've had some battles with someone or some other people. So whether this is you that needs to offer the apology or someone else, it's a possibility that it's coming in. But maybe walking away because you didn't receive what you thought it was going to be. The King of Swords. That's a soulmate right here, the King and Queen of Swords. Sometimes they could be light, fun, and friendly and airy, but at the same time, they just wanna they don't show enough emotion. So maybe some of you are in a relationship, you seem to have almost everything, but you're lacking that emotional attachment, that emotional fulfillment. Like one of you has to bring it out. Maybe you've been trying to initiate it, and then the other person that you're with is having a hard time showing it. Like the strength. It says, take your time, nurture it, grow it, believe in it. If there's no more growth, it's okay to walk away if you're feeling that way. But don't be frustrated. You can come back to it because whatever's meant for you will be for you. That's really beautiful. What's a possible outcome for you guys? and it came right out. The world. This is a full achievement. Whether this is school, whether education, whether this is expansion on a relationship, expansion on a job, anything that you put your heart desire into, this is looking back also. This is new beginnings and endings, celebrating all that you've already achieved in all areas and everything, all the passion and love that you share with everyone. Really nice. It's also spiritual. It's a spiritual thing. It's saying, you're graduating to the next level in something. You had a victory in something that wasn't stable. Now you're moving forward because you know with the upper position here, you know what you're gonna. Some those people will eventually stand behind you. In this one, in the Seven of Staves, is one person fighting against all the others. Competition, or just saying people are not on board. Move forward with your love and your compassion, and people will join you, the right ones. It's a beautiful way to end this meeting today. One more. Five of Pentacles. Don't leave anybody out in the cold. Don't let them leave you out there. You're going to move forward with more information. You're going to use your intelligence. You're still going to have fun. But if you're going to put your heart and soul, show all of your emotions, you're going to do it with somebody who's just like you. This is a really nice reading for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please subscribe, like, and share. And have a great day, night, evening, wherever you are in the world. I'll see you next time. Bye, Aries.